Hi everyone, my name is Annie. I am the Autoimmune Dietitian. Welcome to my YouTube channel, the Autoimmune Dietitian YouTube channel, where I cover all things related to autoimmune disease and nutrition and lifestyle. So I mainly work with people struggling with autoimmune diseases, and in my work with my clients, I help them use both food and lifestyle as a way to improve their symptoms of their autoimmune disease and hopefully give them their lives back. Today we are talking about exercise intolerance. And exercise intolerance is just what it says, the inability to tolerate exercise. It seems like a made-up condition or just an excuse not to exercise. However, it's a real thing, and it affects many people with autoimmune diseases and now long COVID. And given that this is one of my most searched topics on Instagram, YouTube, on my website, I thought it'd be a good idea to cover it again. So before I jump in, I need to attach my usual disclaimer to this video that the information in today's talk is not the substitute for the diagnosis, treatment, or care of disease by a medical provider. This is for informational purposes only. So please consult your qualified health professional for any changes you make to your medical care. Okay, what is exercise intolerance? When you have exercise intolerance, your body has a visceral response to anything related to exercise. Any form of movement, whether it's super easy, moderate, or intense, can trigger multiple reactions that may happen immediately after exercise or for days following movement. Some people may feel extreme fatigue or muscle pain for days after moving their bodies. Others may have immediate reactions such as vomiting, blurred vision, nausea, flu-like symptoms, or even autoimmune flares. So what causes this? One of the main triggers of exercise intolerance is mitochondrial dysfunction. If you can remember back to your high school biology class, the mitochondria are those organelles in your cells where all of your energy, or called ATP, is produced. Every time we eat, the macronutrients in our food, your carbs, your fats, your proteins, turn into units of ATP by way of cellular respiration. When the mitochondria are not working properly or efficiently, less energy is generated from food. This means that your body has less energy to function normally, so anything kind of outside the normal mechanisms for survival become challenging. This includes exercise and movement. Another issue with exercise intolerance and a main driver of mitochondrial dysfunction is oxidative damage. Oxidative damage is caused by reactive oxygen species, or ROS. ROS are actually produced in the mitochondria during oxidative phosphorylation, which is part of the ATP production process, but they can also be produced during exercise. And this is a problem because ROS can damage cells, can damage your mitochondria and cell membrane lipids, and damage other tissues in the body. Antioxidants usually protect the body from ROS, but when the body becomes overwhelmed by these reactive oxygen species, there are not enough antioxidants to protect it, and so damage occurs. So how does this relate to autoimmune diseases? Well, the reason why exercise intolerance is common among those with autoimmune diseases is the connection between inflammation and mitochondria. We all know that widespread inflammation makes autoimmune diseases more active. This is the main purpose of what I do with people, is to help use food as a way to reduce inflammation, to help improve their symptoms. But did you know that your mitochondria also help regulate inflammation and the innate immune system? In addition, when there's an overproduction of these reactive oxygen species, that activates certain inflammasomes that are part of the innate immune system. And these inflammasomes may also trigger inflammation in the body. So the combination of a mitochondria not functioning as well, plus high levels of ROS that damage your body, raises inflammation and may increase tissue damage. If you add exercise on top of that, which adds more stress and damage, your body will likely feel overwhelmed. This is why fatigue is so common after exercise for many people with autoimmune diseases. Your body just can't keep up with the energy requirements you are placing on it. So what can you do to reverse exercise intolerance? Well, there's a couple things you can do lifestyle-wise. The first one is listen to your body. You really want to take exercise very slow. You do not want to exercise when you're feeling overly tired. I know it's really challenging to not get up and do your normal routine. But if you are feeling extremely tired, you cannot push your body. So listening to how you feel is really key in order to make sure that you're able to come back from exercise intolerance. The second thing, once you determine that you are ready to get back into exercise, when you feel like you have a little bit more energy, is you want to start off really slow. And I'm talking like really slow, like a 2-minute walk. See how you feel. You really have to use a lot of trial and error to figure out your tolerance at that given point in time. And as you start to feel better as you move, you can slowly increase the duration and intensity. And then anytime you feel like you've overdone it, you definitely have to take a step back, rest for a few days, make sure you feel energized again before you try exercise. So it is a very slow process. You need to be patient, but really the key is listening and not being influenced by outside forces that we see on social media or, trainers who are trying to push you. You know you best, and you really have to take this time to be careful about not pushing yourself too far. In terms of supplements and nutrition, there are several supplements and nutritional considerations that can help improve mitochondrial dysfunction and thus exercise intolerance. The first one is alpha-lipoic acid. So this is an organosulfur compound that has several functions. Specifically for mitochondrial function, it's an enzyme cofactor that helps biochemical reactions for energy production. It also acts as a scavenger for reactive oxygen species and to prevent them from causing damage in the body. And lastly, it also helps block inflammatory signals. The next one is L-carnitine. This is a naturally occurring fatty acid transporter into the mitochondrial matrix for energy generation from fats. It's been used as a supplement to increase physical performance, but in this instance, it may also increase the rate of energy production in the mitochondria. Coenzyme Q10, otherwise known as ubiquinone. This substrate is a cofactor for the electron transport chain for ATP generation in the mitochondria. It's a powerful antioxidant also that may help sequester reactive oxygen species. B vitamins. B vitamins all play a role in energy production. You can get a variety of B vitamins by eating dark leafy greens, animal proteins, nuts and seeds, and organ meats. And then lastly, protein. So protein is critical for mitochondrial health and energy production. The building blocks of proteins, called amino acids, produce enzymes and cofactors necessary for all of the biochemical reactions related to energy production and in your body in general. So protein is super important. It also can help repair muscle and tissue damage related to exercise. So just to kind of cover again, exercise intolerance is a common side effect of mitochondrial dysfunction and having too much oxidation damage in your body. It's also very common among the autoimmune disease population. If you do want to try and reverse exercise intolerance, you have to make sure that you listen to your body, start off really slow with movement, be very careful, and then slowly increase as time goes on. And then again, key supplements and nutrition to help support your mitochondria and to help it become more efficient and work in your favor. So if you would like more help, managing your nutrition through this, I would love to chat with you. I offer free 15-minute discovery calls to learn about your goals and to see if we are a good fit for each other. So the link to book that is in my YouTube profile, so go there to book that. In addition, I've got lots of free materials on my website, AnnieRubin.com. You can go there, download whatever you feel like would be helpful for you. And then lastly, I do have a weekly newsletter that comes out every Thursday morning. If you are interested in, keeping up with some tips and tricks on how to improve your autoimmune disease with diet and lifestyle, please subscribe. Also, if you enjoyed this video, these come out about every week. Hit the little subscribe button. I'd love to see all my new followers each week, and I'm here to support you and let me know what you want to learn about and what would be helpful for you. So thanks for joining me today, and I will see you next week.